sometimes when we have a lot of stress, it's like there's a huge weight on our shoulders, and the weight could be contributing from school stress to financial stress to, so many different types of things that are stressing us out. And what I find really helps me and a lot of other people is to create strategies and coping skills that help us get through these times. So one thing that I do when I find myself really overwhelmed in a conflict situation and I don't know what to do anymore, I'm just very stressed out, is I will set a timer for about 5 minutes, and from here I will write everything in a list that I am overwhelmed about, and it can be something that I can control, it could be something that I cannot control, and whatever it is, I just kind of get it out of my head and write it all on paper. Write everything out. The next thing that I like to do is just cross out things that I can't control. And these are things that, I'm not going to be able to physically do something about in that moment. So I'm just going to cross them off because I simply will not be able to do them. And that's not going to help me by worrying or obsessing over something that I can't control. So that's why I'm crossing them out. And then you have your final product once you're finished crossing everything out, and you're able to narrow it down to everything that there is to do. And so my strategy worked, and now I know exactly what I'm going to do. One of the best things that I find helpful in a fight or flight situation or a stress reaction is to meditate. That I find is helpful for me to deal with stressors is I find it's helpful to talk to people and talk to my friends about what I'm stressed out about, and this really helps me out because I'm able to kind of talk about solutions and talk about how I can overcome the situation and overcome things that I'm struggling with, and I can do the same for them and listen to them and help them with what they're stressed out about as well, and so this really helps. One thing that I've been doing recently when I'm distressed is I try to remember the Kelly McGonigal video and how she really changed my view on stress altogether, and she made me realize that when my heart's beating fast and I'm in that fight or flight moment, instead of associating a negative sensation with that, I try to associate a positive sensation with that now, because I know that that is something that my body's just trying to help me overcome something, and it's trying to help me overcome the challenge. And I think that the way that she just explained all that is really inspiring, and I definitely try to apply that to my everyday life now. And lastly, one thing that I do with eustress, or an example of that, is studying for a test. And when I study for a test, or when my friends study for a test as well, we all agree that this is motivational stress, because studying for a test is something that is good and that it's, there's a good outcome with it, and even though it is stressful to get through and it can be difficult, it's all worth it in the end.
Wait, come here.
Okay, I look devastated.